Riverside Health Director tells me that he really hopes this is a wake-up call for anyone who doesn't believe COVID-19 is real. He says it's right here in our area and that people should act like it. You can see the plywood behind me, but wait, it gets worse. Let's go ahead and zoom in right over here. You can see windows smashed right here at the courthouse. All right, we have details now on a house fire in Colonial Heights that happened less than a block away from the fire station. Results of that fire right here below me. We're on Broad Street and Monroe right now, and this is really literally in the middle of the road. According to our affiliate in New York, one police officer was shot in the head, and at least 2 others are injured during what's described as an ambush active shooter situation. On top of that, there's the loss from people not being able to come have a drink at the bar. In fact, Mendez had to get rid of his seats at the bar for that very reason. Imagine, that's why tonight one chaplain here tells me he feels his job is more important now than ever. A joyful melody can lighten your mood. Sometimes more than anything else.
From joy to sadness to anger, it can all be put into music.
Dwayne Stone would know.
It is therapy.
He's been a hospital chaplain for 4 decades, praying with the sick and encouraging those who care for them.
It's conversations at the nurse's station. It's conversations outside a patient's door.
Conversations that are happening a bit more frequently here at McGuire Medical Center amid coronavirus.
Sometimes the staff wants us to come up and just have a time of prayer with them before they start their day. And that was not normal, because we get into just business as normal. This has changed business as normal.
Especially with social distancing.
We're used to a lot of face-to-face. We're used to holding hands, or touch is important.
Now, ministry is done from a distance.
There's a notebook in this room and we're outside a window because it's so contagious. Unless absolutely necessary, they don't want us to go in there.
Yet Stone still has a job to do.
If we don't help our staff, the staff can't help the patient.
Patients who are often in the fight of their lives.
Whatever your spirituality is, help you tie back into that. And once you tie back into that, you can find your hope. And you can find a sense of purpose, a reason to live, a reason to fight.
And Stone says coming to the hospital here each and every day amid such a highly infectious disease really is a labor of love. Yet he tells me he leaves each day a bit more inspired by knowing that he's helping others navigate this period of uncertainty just by holding on. Live on your side in Richmond tonight, Brent Solomon, NBC 12. Absolutely, guys, still a very active scene. The call came in around 9 o'clock, and now 2 hours later, you can see investigators are still here as they work to wrap up the scene. We're at the Capitol Inn Airport on Williamsburg Road, not far from Richmond International. I'm told authorities got a call of a room here on fire. Again, that was around 9 o'clock tonight. Officers were the first to respond to the scene, and as soon as those Henrico police officers got here, they began going door to door to make sure everyone could get out. I'm told the fire started in one room and quickly spread to 4 other rooms. A total of 5 motel rooms here have some type of smoke or fire damage. Again, this is the Capitol Inn Airport. Fortunately, I'm told no one was inside of those rooms at the time of the fire, but I am told that 16 people are displaced tonight. As a result of going door to door at the height of this fire, 2 of the officers suffered minor injuries, which may be related to smoke inhalation. They're at the hospital right now as medical crews work to get an understanding of exactly what the extent of those 2 police officers' injuries are. I can also tell you that when this all went down, not only did those officers go door to door, so did people who were staying here at the motel as everyone worked frantically to get everyone out. Fortunately, no other injuries to report tonight. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Live in Henrico on your side, Brent Solomon, NBC 12. That video you're watching is from the body camera of the officer who had to cut the 57-year-old seatbelt off of her and then drag her away from flames that were spreading fast. Racing to the rescue with little time to process everything that's going on.
Is anybody in there?
That's Farmville police officer Dalton Foley dragging a 57-year-old woman to safety as her car went up in flames.
She was breathing but unconscious, so I was able to cut her seatbelt off and get her out.
Just in the nick of time.
Get back.
The car was still burning.
Is anybody else in the car, okay?
As soon as we pulled her out, and you can see on the body cam footage, we're about 4 or 5 feet away from the vehicle dragging her, and the cab of the vehicle had just caught on fire.
Officer Olivia Martin approached the dangerous inferno to make sure no one else was in the car. Fortunately, there wasn't.
We kept trying to drag her farther away. In the vehicle, she was unconscious. We got her out, and she was able to hear us, and she would nod, and she was making sounds.
Can we move her more? This isn't safe.
Asking her if she could breathe and things, and she was nodding no and answering us.
It was around 4 a.m. Thursday on East 3rd Street. You guys told me you've never responded to anything like this before.
No, sir.
Now that the brave officers have had time to think it all over, they're not so quick to call themselves heroes.
It felt like any normal day. We just kind of went in and did what we had to do.
We just did our job.
A job that saved a life because these fearless first responders took a brave step right into harm's way. You may not hear it enough, but thank you for your service and thank you for what you do. And we're all better because of people like you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
They certainly deserve the credit. It took all of 30 seconds for them to remove the victim from her car, but both officers say it felt like an eternity. The woman was listed in critical condition at VCU Medical. No word on what caused the fire. On your side, Brent Solomon, NBC 12. We have team coverage with Henry Graff standing by with the latest numbers from the State Health Department. Henry. Great work there, Henry. And we want to give you an update what we've just learned from Henrico. Again, they're closing schools for 2 weeks as a result of this, and that will start on Monday, not tomorrow, but on Monday. In addition to that, several local public schools are taking extra precautions to help protect students and keep them safe. The teachers will still receive their pay, all of their staff. We also just learned about Hanover schools. Hanover schools will close on Monday and Tuesday. This is for students. So 2 days in Hanover, multiple days, 2 weeks even, for Richmond and Henrico, all beginning on Monday. So seeing a huge impact to sports. March is typically a huge month for sports teams and their fans, but the coronavirus is changing that. The NHL just joined the NBA in suspending its season. All right, Jim, bring on that sunshine. We certainly can use it.
Absolutely.
All right, coming up, the deepening coronavirus crisis sends stocks into another alarming slide. All right, Kelly, thank you. Coming up first at 4, if you're braving the skies during the coronavirus outbreak, we're on your side with some tips to stay healthy. Go ahead and also check in with our NBC 12 pet cam. They're always taking a nap. I wish I could take a nap right now. As the coronavirus continues to spread across the nation, events surrounding the outbreak are constantly changing. A mother's worst nightmare. A Houston mom is furious after learning her 3-year-old son was left behind during a school field trip. A trip she says he wasn't even supposed to be on. Jessica Wiley has the details first at 4. That would be a nightmare for any parent.
I couldn't imagine.
All right, well, wedding plans are back on for a bride-to-be after someone stole her wedding dress. Chipotle announcing today it will offer free delivery for customers. The company also has introduced a new delivery tracker so you can follow your meal from the restaurant to your location. Avengers fans assemble. Disneyland's new Avengers campus is opening soon. Guests at the California Adventure Park will have the chance to train with all of their favorite superheroes, from Iron Man to Captain America. The center of the new land is, of course, Avengers headquarters. Megan's wearing yellow. Maybe that'll bring us some sunshine.
Yes, I'm hoping.
That's what we need.